Hello everyone, welcome to the 10th episode of the Football Studio.
Brought to you by Banglalink in partnership with Plantic, Magneto Digital, Melonades and Brazil Churrasco.
Alright Zulkar, I feel like reading the paper today. What about you?
I mean, I feel like reading the paper today too.
Alright, we've got a very special guest with us tonight. We've got Zafar with us.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Zafar, Sobhan, the editor of the Dhaka Tribune, and I think the Tribune's claim to fame is, people may not know this, but last year we won the 48-team Ascent corporate football tournament, and so we're going to be defending our trophy this year, and we take sports very, very seriously at the Tribune.
And we will be discussing the big semi-final that's on tonight, Brazil versus Germany. It really doesn't get bigger than this, you know. Two of the biggest sides in football history meeting each other in the semi-final of the World Cup in Brazil. This is going to be exciting. So Zafar, welcome on our show, and thank you very much for being here with us here today. We'll just dive right into it and get to the point. I mean, Brazil versus Germany, big game, exciting game. You know, Brazil versus Germany, we can't really talk about it without talking about Neymar and the fact that he's missing in this game. I mean, what kind of effect do you think that will have on the Brazilians? I mean, there seems to be a lot of downcast feeling at this stage, but do you think they can overcome it and actually, you know, get a win in this game?
I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see how the absence of Neymar is going to hurt the Brazilians. He's been their talismanic player and their best player this tournament, no question about it, but you know, they are far from a one-man team, and so you know, you have people like Willian, you have people like Ramirez waiting in the wings, and so it's going to take a bit of a tactical reshuffle, but you know, I do think they may be able to compensate. And it's interesting, if you remember the first game, Oscar was Brazil's best player by a long way. He's been a little quiet. Maybe this will give him the opportunity to blossom. They're going to have to change because they don't have a like-for-like replacement for Neymar. But you know, they could really rebound. You know, and then I think they're going to be playing for him. They're going to have that emotion. For the Germans, I mean, the Germans have been, for my money, the best team this World Cup, as they often are. I mean, they've got a really strong team. They look ready to go all the way. I mean, it's going to be a great game.
So Zafar, we're speaking about individuals in Neymar, Thiago Silva. They're all very important to the cause of Brazil. Yeah. But I mean, Germany are a side that doesn't thrive on each specific individual. I mean, they are a side for whom the team is the star. That seems to be their sort of motto, and that seems to be a motto that has gotten them so far in the World Cup. Do you think that it can take them further, one step? Like, they've been to 4 consecutive semifinals. This time is a final in the works?
And having no outstanding players is an advantage because, you know, you always run the risk of, you know, you lose a Neymar or even the Argentinians, I mean, God forbid Messi, but even losing Di Maria, that's a big hit for them. Whereas I can't think of any single person, you know, over the course of 7 games, you may well lose 1 or 2 people. It's a grueling schedule. But I can't think of any one person, even Lam, for instance, who's probably their key player, where if they were without him, that they couldn't rebound and pick someone else from the squad to fill in that gap.
Like I asked this question last time as well. The closer to Apnar Akon, he's in the
15 goals with Ronaldo.
With Ronaldo, and they're playing in Brazil with Brazil, so head-to-head Hochoda. So, you know, what do you think? Is he going to go past by? You know,
that might actually be even more of an impact because I mean I think that's, you know, they have fewer people to come in, step in and sort of replace him. I think you mentioned Dante as a possibility. You know, I think that's a drop off. That's a drop off in quality. Of course, Gustavo is back, and so with his little mustache, you know, that is a man who does well with the ladies. I'm telling you right now, mustache like that, you know, that tells you all you need to know. And you know, and he's not a bad player on the pitch either. You know, and I think another thing you mentioned was closer. Is there going to be a psychological impact with him, you know, getting ready to break Ronaldo's record, you know, in Brazil, against Brazil.
Exactly.
So, you know, and this is the kind of thing, and people always, you know, they talk a lot of smack about Klose. He's not the greatest player, he's not the, and it's true, he ain't, but he scores goals, and this is the type of thing. He delivers. You know, he delivers, and he's the annoying guy. You know, he doesn't do anything all tournament, and then he'll stick in a winner in the semi-final. And I think, and I mean, you've already seen that from the press reports. I mean, everyone's like, you know, rallying round and gathering around. And I think there is, you know, in the past there have been, you know, schisms in various, in various Brazilian teams. Not this time. I think the team spirit is good. I think Scolari can be given the credit for that. He's the kind of guy who ensures that you have that that kind of camaraderie and that team spirit. So, I think psychologically they'll be able to deal with it. But there's always maybe going to be a little nagging fear. And I think this is a great thing, and this is one of the things I've seen about this World Cup. And for all of us, whether you're a Brazil fan or not, no one wanted to see this. You always want to, if you want to beat Brazil, you want to beat Brazil at their peak. And beyond that, Neymar is an incandescent young talent. He is someone we need in the game. And so I really hope, I think the whole world hopes that he gets better real soon. And it's a shame that this has happened. I'm going to pick Germany. I think it would take a brave man to go against them.
Even in Brazil?
Even in Brazil. I think they have that, they're rolling through. I won't use I don't want to offend anyone, so I won't use the word panzer.
Those terms are dated now.
Okay, but certainly, they've looked implacable, they've looked somewhat unstoppable, and they've played consistently the best football. And that they're level-headed, and I think they're mentally strong. I think they're where they need to be, and I think they're going to feel a lot less pressure than Brazil.
As always, long shot, yeah? We have a special segment where we ask the crowd what they think of what the scores are going to be. So let's have a look.
Okay.
We're just going to look the other way.
Let's see what they say.
জার্মানি ব্রাজিলের খেলায় আমি যোগ্য দল হিসেবে জার্মানিকে জয়ী দল হিসেবে দেখতে চাচ্ছি আর কি।
ব্রাজিল জার্মানির মধ্যে অবশ্যই ব্রাজিল জিতবে। হ্যাঁ, অবশ্যই ব্রাজিল জিতবে। আমি আশা করি ব্রাজিল জিতবে।
আমি আশা রাখতেছি যে জার্মানি জয়লাভ করবে, কারণ জার্মানির সম্ভাবনাটা একটু বেশি। ওদের টিমের ভিতরে স্টার প্লেয়ার অনেক আছে এবং পুরা টুর্নামেন্টে তারা অনেক ভালো খেলে আসছে।
ব্রাজিলের নেইমার পছন্দের ছিল, বাট এখন খেলতে পারছেন, এর জন্য আফসোস হচ্ছে।
ব্রাজিলের ব্যাড লাক, সমস্যা নাই, ওর বদলে তো হুলিয়ানকে নামাবে, ওটা ও পূরণ করে দিবে।
So all the interesting stats that we have for you in every show, we have that again. For Brazil, in the absence of Neymar, the player to watch will be Oscar. For Germany, Thomas Müller is always making an impact. He's going to make another one, hopefully, again tonight. The interesting thing is that, Neymar, why will he be so hard to replace, is that he is the first Brazilian to be involved in 5 goals in one World Cup since 2002. So, that's going to be a big hole to fill. And for Germany, like we actually mentioned earlier, they are the first team to reach 4 consecutive semifinals in 4 consecutive tournaments. They're consistent all the way, always. The last time these two sides met was in Germany in a friendly in 2011. Germany actually beat Brazil 3-2. Yep. So they had Neymar. Yes, exactly.
Quiz time, guys.
Yep.
Which 2 teams were involved in the Battle of Santiago in 1962?
Yeah.
You want to say the answers?
Yep. We can give them the options.
Sure.
A. Hungary and Brazil. B. Italy and Chile. C. West Germany and Netherlands. And D. Argentina and England. Post your answers as always in the comment box below for a chance to win exciting prizes.
Awesome.
Really exciting prizes.
Zafar, we're at the end of our show. Thank you so much for making it. I know you have a meeting to go from here.
Hey, it was great. I really enjoyed myself.
All right.
Good job.